What's up, everybody? Anime Redo here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all post notifications so you can get notified when I post a new video. Welcome back to this series, everyone. Sorry I haven't posted in a week. I do feel bad about that, but keep in mind I am human, so I did have to take a break. This will be part 3 of the Deku chakra, and there will be a like goal of 6. If you guys don't hit that like goal in 2 days, I will be posting what if Deku had Endeavor's abilities. So keep that in mind. Hit the like goal of 6, and I will be releasing part 4. So I do feel bad about not posting the week, so I will be releasing 2 Naruto What Ifs this week, because I do feel like I haven't done, a proper Naruto What If in a while, so I will be posting 2 Naruto What Ifs, this week, so watch out for those. I don't know exactly when they will come out, so watch out for those, and yeah, I'll reach my goal of 80 subs by the ending of this week, so yeah. I think we only need 1 more subscriber. Yeah. So hit that like goal, and I will be releasing part 4. And okay, guys, before I officially start the video, I want to expand my channel. So if you have any suggestion of what anime you want me to do, what if on, just comment it on. I'll script for it and I'll do it. Keep in mind it may not be this week or next week. Just keep that in mind. So if you comment, we'll make sure that I watch the anime and read the manga. And yeah. So I commented and officially roll the new intro.
Blazing on the track, boy.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you like the intro. I very much like it. Now, when we last left off, All Might had just released his punch, saying I am here, and that is where we're going to continue. Deku would see All Might, but All Might would quickly pick up the sludge villain and put him in the bottle. Deku would be fanboying over All Might, and he would ask him if he could sign his notebook. All Might would say, "Sure thing, young man," but while All Might is signing it, Deku could sense something really strange, something kind of off. He could sense All Might's quirk separately from All Might. Usually, the quirk has a separate life force, but is usually connected to that person. But All Might seems like it's disappearing somehow. It seems like it's going away. And alongside of that, he could sense 7 or 8 other people within his quirk. Deku would want to ask All Might about this, but he would hold restraint, but he would ask All Might about something else. He would ask All Might, All Might, can do you think that I can be a hero, a great hero like you? All Might will turn around saying, "Yes, young Midoriya," because he knows his name from signing his notebook. He would say, "Of course, young man. You have a quite powerful quirk. I can sense that, but you didn't use the full extent of it, because while you do have a powerful quirk, you do understand that it can hurt people, that it could possibly kill people. You understand that, and I can sense that you have great control over your quirk. So yes, you can become a great hero. You can become a mightier hero than I am. You can be you may even take my spot as the #1 hero." All Might he wanted to give Izuku One for All, but he already gave Toshinori One for All. Because I do think that Toshinori would be training, and Toshinori would learn All Might's secret at quite a young age, so he would need to train and train and but I don't think that he would have gotten it until before the last year in the My Hero world. So I think he would have gotten it like a year before. So in my perspective, Toshinori, while he is training, he is still in school, and he isn't quite keeping up on his hero work. He's trying to get good grades, but he is quite good with his quirks. So I do think that he would be able to achieve 20%. That may make some people mad, but think about it just think about it real quick. Pause the video and think about it. I do think that Toshinori would be able to get 20%. Now, Izuku will be quite pumped by this, because All Might said that he can become a great hero. This will pump Izuku even more to train and achieve Sage Mode at last. We then cut to Momo, who just finished her training on the sludge mountain. And why not? um, Keep in mind the sludge mountain and the toad mountain are in the same world. I'm not gonna do any complicated time, space, or whatever. So they are on the same Earth. So the same occurrence has to be met for Momo to travel to a different world. Now, like I said, every person on Earth has chakra. It is a life force of the soul. So every person has to have it. If they don't, then they're dead, quite frankly. So every person have it. Obviously Momo has it too. But she cannot fight with her chakra because of her having such a low amount of it. So she has to harness Mother Earth's energy, not connected with her own. She cannot do that because of the small amount she has. The amount she has to stay within her soul. If she uses it for anything else, she cannot perform jutsus. Only thing that she can do is harness Mother Earth's energy and heal people with it. That is known as medical ninjutsu. So Momo can use medical ninjutsu. All she has to do is harness Mother Earth's energy and apply it to someone's wound. That will that will increase time on their body and increasing their rate of survival. Basically, that is just basically what medical ninjutsu is in the My Hero world. So yeah. Quick, if you have reached this far into the video, thank you. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and thank you. Now, Momo after she had we jump to a flashback after Momo met Izuku. A few days has passed, but she has not heard from Izuku. This will make her sad, and now she doesn't really want to talk to her parents or her servants or whatever. She would just go into her room and read. Basically the same thing would happen, but with what happened with Izuku, what happened to Momo. If you haven't watched part 1 or 2, go watch those. There will be a link in the description below. That basically would happen, but instead of being summoned to the toads, she'll be summoned to the sludge. You can call them whatever. I don't really like them, but I have to implement that. I will not be giving Bakugo the ability to use chakra because he will be going on quite a dark path per se. Now, Momo would learn how to harness Mother Earth's energy. For Izuku to learn how to harness it on his own, he would have to train with Momo. And Momo knowing how to harness her own life energy without using all of it, because life energy does replenish. So she would have to train with Deku and Deku. So both of them training would result in a much stronger Izuku and a much stronger Momo Yaoyorozu, basically. Now, Momo would train and she would learn how to harness Mother Earth's energy, but she cannot combine it with her own because of the small amount of chakra she has. If she performed the jutsu with the small amount of chakra she has, she would die most likely, or it would put her life in great peril. Yes, I know big words. So yeah. We then jump back to Izuku. He's trying to learn Sage Mode, but he hasn't quite gotten the grip on it yet. But he has came up with a couple new jutsus, and in the 9 months where he comes back home and train and read mostly. He came back for books and stuff like that. He would make earth clones. He doesn't really feel like it, so he just comes home and talk to his grandfather and his mother and takes walks. But he can sense a life force watching him, focusing on him. He can sense the killer intent focused just on him. Before I continue with the rest of the video, I implemented Izanagi to this mix, so that means I can implement a number, an extreme amount of gods, but I will be probably implementing like 10, at most 10, at least 5, maybe. but he can sense someone watching him. He can feel the killer intent on that person. Now, Izuku would want to do something about this, but when he turns around, it's like that killer intent just disappears. That person isn't focusing on him anymore. Um, the life force dissipates. He can't figure out what is going on. Maybe something wrong with him. Because that is seemingly impossible. That will mean every time he turns around, the person dies. But he hasn't seen any bodies or anything, so he's kind of worried. So he's kind of scared. So he mostly stays in the Toad dimension. Now Fugakasu would be quite worried about him, but he would think that it's time to tell Izuku. But the Grandmaster Toad, I don't even know what that's his right name. I forgot his name. Sorry about that. Grandmaster Toad, that's what his name is. The Grandmaster Toad. No one is gonna make me change that. Before I continue the rest of the video, sorry about all of these. Before I continue the video, um I will be doing two Naruto what ifs this week. I don't even know what day it is. I'm sorry about not posting in a week. So watch out for those. I'll probably releasing one with this video, one Naruto what if with this video. So I'll go check that out after you watch this video, and yeah. Now, Fukakasu would be worried about young Deku, young Izuku, but he told Grandmaster about his worries, but the Grandmaster would tell him that we're only here to help him face his problem, not tell him about his problems. Um, he needs to learn how to prepare for his problem without even knowing about that. Consider this a part of his training. Fugakasu would ask him, what if he dies? The Grandmaster Toa would tell him there's only one way he can die, and I doubt anyone in that world even knows about it. Probably his grandfather. The Grandmaster Toad is thinking that, but Fugakasu would not hear him, obviously, because he's thinking, let's move on. Now, Fugakasu would want to tell Izuku, but he just gave him a hint. At the end of the 9 months, Izuku would tell Fugakasu would tell him, Izuku, keep in mind, you're not the only person on Earth with a strong life force. Then he would be reverse summoned back, and Izuku would be kind of worried about this, but not that much because he gets to be at UA, and it's time for the entrance exams. Now we jump to Toshinori, who has achieved a lot, a lot. He's starting to use his quirk all throughout his body. And Toshinori does not have a mother. Unfortunately, she died during childbirth. Yeah, he had a thick head. She died, unfortunately, because I don't want to add any more characters. That would make it more confusing for me. I don't have a really big brain. So sorry. So Toshinori does not have a mother, but he does have his loving father, All Might. Considering his condition, I do think that Toshinori would be a kind of responsible person. He will be a respectful boy, and him and Bakugo, I don't think that they would get along. So when Izuku would be walking in, Toshinori would be recommended. So Toshinori would see Shoto, but he would not know Shoto, and he would kind of keep to himself. I do think that he would keep to himself. But that kid that hated Endeavor, I forgot his name too. He would see Toshinori trying to make friends, but Toshinori would also call him a pest. This would kind of break his world down, and yeah. This will be resulting in some other matters in the future. Now Izuku would not trip, but he would bump into someone that looks familiar. He would see Momo Yaoyorozu. She's gotten quite I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but thick on this plane. She would have gotten quite beautiful, Izuku would see this and he'd start to blush, and he would start to run, and he would trip, and Ochako would catch it. Bakugo would see Izuku, and he's saying that he's thinking he's popular, and he just psst and walk off. No, Izuku would not bother Ochako. He would just mind his own business, and Ito would not get pissed off. He would say that that dude looks calm. He looks like he looks confident. This would give either more confident, giving me even getting even more worried and even more confident at the same time. It's all confusing to me too. Now let's start. When President Mike says there is no I forgot what he said. When President Mike said go, Izuku would just I don't think it will go the same because of Izuku's immense life pressure, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna make it go quite the same. A little bit different, but quite the same. Izuku will be running around, running around. He will be smashing 2 pointers, 1 pointers, and I forgot if there are 3 pointers, and occasionally 3 pointers. He would be smashing robots, and everybody would be quite impressed by this boy. He is moving fast while keeping it at a moderate pace, while smashing a whole lot of robots, and everyone would work their hardest, resulting in the same results as in canon. Now, the 0 pointer would appear. Izuku would see it, and he would laugh and start to run back, but then he would hear the girl, Ochako, the girl that was quite kind to him. He would hear a scream, and then he would turn around, and something released and breaking his limiter on his life pressure, his life force. This limiter was to contain Izuku's power because it was quite overwhelming. Now Izuku would release a burst of energy and hitting the 0 pointer, just completely dismantling it, and he would not break any bones. He would just fall unconscious. He'll be unconscious for a couple of days. He would wake up and see his report card. He would see not the report card. He would see his acceptance into My Hero Academia. Now All Might would appear and say the same thing, and yeah. Then we jump into it will go relatively the same to canon, up to the point of uh, Izuku throwing the ball. And yeah, the test would go differently. I do think that would happen. Izuku would just use his life force to enhance his abilities, and mostly win all of them, except either would win in the race, and Bakugo. I don't think that Bakugo time would beat him in the throw. He would just use his life force to carry it. That would mean he would get second place behind Ochako, and he would beat Bakugo, and Bakugo being quite pissed off at this. Now, let's get to the hero versus villain. All Might would come in, he would go same as canon, and yeah. I do think it would go the same, except Izuku would whoop Bakugo, and let's jump into the USG attack. Now, Izuku and 13 would kind of friendly because of them knowing the risk, and All Might will tell 13 about Izuku. I do think that would happen. Now, Izuku would more Nomo would show up. Let me tell you why. All for One has been watching Izuku. He hasn't been the only one. Someone else has been. It's one of Izuku's ancestors, relative. So yeah, one of Izuku's ancestors son, maybe, I don't know, would be watching Izuku, waiting for the right time to take Izuku to his place. And no, don't you have a nasty mind? I'm just playing. He would tell Izuku. He wants to tell Izuku about himself and about Izuku about his abilities. Now, All For One would be watching Izuku, waiting to take Izuku and experiment on him, and turning him into darkness and trying to get Izuku's immense life force, trying to gain immortality. Now Izuku would sense people watching him, but when he turns around, they would just disappear. He doesn't know how, but one person disappears before the other. He doesn't know how that even possible. One of them must be stupid. Maybe that's what he thinks. Now I do think that more normals would show up and more villains would show up. Now, when the Yoshi attack happens, Kirigiri would try to teleport everyone away, and he would teleport most of them, but he would leave Izuku behind. The villains, Mr. Ozawa would tell him to get back, but Mr. Ozawa would get whooped by the Nomu. Now, the Nomos would run up on Izuku and hitting him, and Izuku would be bleeding, and Yaoyorozu would come in front of him, but she would have gotten boxed, and then she would be knocked out. She would look like she has died. Now this broke another limiter set on Izuku's power, and Izuku has awakened Izanami's dark power. Now we jump to Izuku's grandfather, who has just sensed that his limiter on Izuku has just broken. He would call Inko and tell him to get the sealing staff. He needs to seal Izuku. He has awakened the goddess of death's power. Now now everyone, that was the video. Hope you liked it. I very much liked it. If you didn't, just comment redo and get 3 people to comment redo, and no, 4 people to get redo, comment redo, and I'll do a redo to it. So yeah, and I will be posting 2 Naruto What If, so watch, check those out. I don't even know when they will be coming out, because I do suck at editing. So yeah. Hope you like the new intro. Spend a lot of time on it, and like the video and hit the like 6, and I will be releasing part 4, where I tell you about Izuku's dark goddess of death power. Now, hope you like it, and yeah.